It started with the dreams, a life so vivid it felt like a parallel universe. Every night, I found myself in a 1950s town, where I was a young woman named Eliza. I lived in a small, quaint community where everyone knew each other's names, and the air was thick with the scent of freshly baked bread. But there was something sinister lurking beneath the town's picture-perfect facade. I kept waking up with bruises on my arms and cuts on my legs, injuries that had no explanation in my waking life. They mirrored the scrapes and falls Eliza endured in my dreams, as she ran through the dark alleys, chased by shadows without faces. Desperate to understand what was happening, I started documenting both my dreams and the injuries. I discovered a pattern: each wound was a warning. Eliza was trying to escape something, and every injury was a message I needed to decipher. The townsfolk, once friendly, began to show their true colors, eyes glinting with malice as they whispered about the unraveling. I felt their whispers seep into my waking hours, where shadows stretched longer than they should, and I began to see flickers of Eliza's world in my own. I sought help, but no one believed me. Friends dismissed my fears as stress-induced, and doctors offered pills that dulled the dreams but never stopped the injuries. One night, in my dream, Eliza found a hidden room beneath the floorboards of her old house. Inside was a journal written by someone who had lived her life before. The entries spoke of a curse, a punishment for uncovering the town's dark secrets. My heart pounded as I realized Eliza's fate was sealed by the very knowledge she sought, and that knowledge was seeping into my reality, binding me to the same doom. The last dream was different. Eliza was caught, dragged to the town square where the shadows gathered to watch. As the noose tightened around her neck, I awoke gasping for air, my throat bruised and raw. The dream stopped after that, but the injuries remained, a permanent reminder of a life I never lived, a life that was perhaps always meant to claim my own. Now, I avoid mirrors and reflective surfaces, for fear of seeing Eliza's eyes staring back, pleading for a freedom neither of us can ever truly have.